All right, so we're going to get started here. I know it's about 2 minutes to, but I want to dive in for those that are tuning in, and just for the sake of just getting going, because there's lots to cover and I don't want it to be too long. So I am Kelsey Baczynski. I started coaching roughly 13 months ago now. So I just want to start off by sharing my story with you, just so you kind of have an idea of where I'm coming from, and that will give the rest of this a little bit more meaning and it'll make a little bit more sense. So I started coaching 13 months ago. I started my health and fitness journey 19 months ago. So for me, I actually started kind of, I thought the right way, I thought a healthy way, and it was just kind of a mishmash of things. So I hit a point one day when a lot of things in my life were going wrong, and a lot of it came from self-image, from health problems, and just one day the realization that I had actually gone into the percentile for my age, that I was considered obese. And that was something scary to think about. Now, there's nothing, the doctor said that I was putting myself in danger for being young and being overweight. And that scared me because I had health problems already forming from it. And I was thinking, well, where is this going to take me in life? How is this going to affect my job, my future family, having children, all those things? It was already affecting my personality, my way of interacting with friends and family. It was just affecting my life in general in a negative way. So at first, I did things a little bit wrong. So I started off by wanting to lose it quick. I thought, you know what? I'm going to get skinny. I'm going to get real skinny real fast. And I made a poor choice, but a good choice because I learned lots from it. I ordered some of those crazy green pills that people are doing, the green tea caffeine thing. I did it, and I did it for about just shy of 2 months. I physically looked much, much slimmer. I dropped an insane amount of water weight. I began to have really bad headaches, all those things. The minute I stopped taking them, I gained double back, honestly. Whatever I lost, I gained it double. I felt worse about myself than ever. I was much more tired and drained every day after that experience. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to use an app I had learned about called Lose It. Now, it was a free app, and it was basically calorie counting, which is wonderful. But the problem with calorie counting is it didn't teach me portions, so I was maybe eating enough for my body to function, but I wasn't eating the right things. So I actually lost just about 45 pounds doing this for 8 months, or not quite 8 months, I guess, 6 months. I lost all the weight, but when you lose weight and you aren't eating the right portions, you're not working out, you're not doing all those things, something really scary can happen. And I'm telling you this from experience. You don't tighten your skin, you don't gain muscle, and you don't look like you think you're going to look. I actually had worse self-image after that experience than I did before. It was a really hard thing to wrap my head around. I thought becoming skinny by losing weight was going to make me feel good. And that was a huge misconception. I had no guidance in this. I had no one helping me to find the right way or guiding me towards the right path. So I made this decision on my own, and it turned out that it wasn't the right one. I was doing everything wrong. And I was definitely hurting my body by not feeding it exactly what it needed. So I ended up noticing my coach, Sarah Holowati. She was posting about her journey doing P90X3, and she looked phenomenal. She slimmed up but tightened up and looked strong, and she looked healthy and she felt good. And she was posting her journey, and I started to follow it, and I thought, wow, I want to feel like her. I'm not worried anymore about what I look like because I try losing weight and I don't like how I look. But now I want to feel like she's talking. So I messaged her one day, and the beautiful soul she is, she worked with me. She allowed me to go through the phase of being uncertain. I was uncertain about the cost. I was uncertain about the programs, as I had actually bought a home workout program in the past, and I did it for like a week and I didn't see results right away. So obviously I quit. So I wasn't really sure. I'm like, another home workout? Come on. I'm not like you. I can't stick to a program. This isn't going to be good for me. So I said, I just want to feel good. So she said, all right, I'll make you a deal. If you do the home workout you already have and you buy Shakeology, you can join my challenge group. So I said, sure, I'll do that. So she was meeting me halfway. After this decision, I realized that was actually more of an expensive way to do it, but that's okay because it got me here. So I got my Shakeology. I was starting in her challenge group. I started doing those home workouts, and I thought, wow, these are awful. I'm not enjoying this. This is not fun. This is not what I wanted. And I thought about it, and I hummed and hawed over it for a couple days, and I just wasn't really happy. I knew I wasn't in the right place. So I messaged Sarah. We talked about it a little bit. I had the shakes already by then, and I really, really loved them. So I knew that that was right for me. And then I ended up actually saying, you know what? I'm going to get T25. I'm going to get Focus T25. Shaun T, I've done one of his workouts before just with a friend. I really liked him as a trainer. Let's go with that one. And then right before I was going to buy it, I was thinking, you know what? I need to be accountable. Enough is enough. I need to get healthy. I need to be fit. I need to change my life. I'm in a bad place right now, mentally and emotionally and physically. Enough's enough. I need to fully commit so that way I go after this. There's no excuses. There's no way of backing out. So I said, to Sarah, I said, you know what? Let's sign up as a coach. To heck with this. I am going to go full in. If I'm going to be healthy and live this lifestyle for the rest of my life, I'm going to commit 110% because there's no half-ass doing this. You can't say you're going to be healthy and quit after a month. You can't do that. And I want to be healthy for the rest of my life. I want to raise my kids, my future kids, in a healthy lifestyle. I want to be a role model. I want to be a role model for my students and my husband and my family. So I need to commit to this 100% where I can't back out. Now, yes, you can quit as a coach. But for me, I needed to have that extra push. And that's something that worked for me. And now that's not for everyone. This is just part of my own personal journey. So I joined as a coach. 2 weeks into my challenge with her, I said, you know what? To heck with this. I'm not even going to apprentice as a coach. I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to share my journey. I'm going to let everyone in my life know exactly where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm struggling with, and I'm going to do it with them. We're going to be accountable to each other and grow together. And that's what I did. And it was wonderful. 13 months later, I'm here today. I went from having no coaches on my team to now having 52 underneath me. And those are my coaches and their coaches and their coaches. So we're a growing team. They have become my rock. They've become the people that I can truly rely on to be positive and supportive and work with me to learn more about myself, more about business, more about being healthy. Our team is so vast. We have people that are teachers. We have people that are science techs. We have people that are in the health field. We have a nurse. We have a massage therapist and who's just getting her training certificate. So we have a diverse team with so much knowledge. So our team is powerful. We can work together and really get things done. I always feel supported and know that the knowledge that I'm learning is bettering me and my challengers and my family. So for me, coaching started off as something from saving money, not sure, to just diving in because I needed the accountability, then to trying to get challengers so I could cover my costs of my Shakeology, so then it would be free to me, and then the cost of buying more programs, because of course then you end up falling in love with all of them and you can't stop buying them. And trust me, it will happen. You fall in love with all of them. They're all amazing. And then all of a sudden you realize, wow, I am helping people. Uh, the first day I shared my true journey and shared the struggles I'd had with depression and all the things that have been going on in my life, I got an explosion of inbox messages. And that's the moment I realized, wow, this isn't a job. This isn't about money. This is changing lives. It is changing my life. It's changing their lives. And it's changing other lives that I'm not even aware that they're touching. And that's when I realized, you know what? This is something so special and so unique. And I decided that this is something for me. I don't want to go through life thinking about who am I working for, who's making the decisions, or being angry at the decisions being made, or feeling limited, or feeling stressed or angry at the man, right? Or the government, or whoever you're working for. I want to feel every day like I'm passionate and growing and excited. I want to feel like I'm making a difference. I don't want to be limited. I don't want to be told what to do. I want someone to, instead of telling me what to do, join me and be excited about what I'm doing. And that's what I do as a coach. So the people that come on my team, I genuinely think, wow, what is this person going to bring to the team? What are they going to do to change a life? What are they going to do to change my life? What are they going to do to change their own life? And that's what's amazing, is it becomes something bigger than a job. It's not a job. I love my job. I would do this every single waking minute of my life with no money. I love it. If I could do this and not work any other job or do anything else, I would. If I didn't need money, I still probably would want to do this because it's amazing. And I say probably because I still have bills, but I love it that much. And any other job I've ever had, I have always had a date where I want to end by, or where I think, okay, this is a 5-year plan, whatever, right? Even with teaching, love kids. I love working with kids. I love teaching them, and it's so rewarding to see them grow and change. But I always think, okay, I'll teach for this many years, I'll get this much experience, I'll do my master's, I'll go after ed psych, because I love working with kids in that realm. That's another passion of mine. Then you do that for so many years, but you know what? You're 30, I'm done. Come on, 30 years of that, I'm done. When I think of this, I think, wow, I could just do this my whole entire life. At every stage in my life, I want to grow and become a healthier and better person. When will it end? There is no end date. This is how I want to live my life. So this is something amazing to me, because coaching isn't a 9-to-5 job. It isn't something that makes you go in and you have to take holidays off, or you feel limited, or you feel like your life is controlled or dictated to you. It's not like that. I went on a honeymoon with my husband in the Dominican, and I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of work, but I worked on our trip. And I didn't ever feel like, oh my God, I need to get this done so I can get out of the way so we can do our day. No, like, he had to pull me away from it because I wanted to do it so much because I loved it. And the cool thing about it is we set a certain time of day aside for it. So I worked out, I did a couple posts, and then I did a couple posts in the evening in like 5 minutes. And everyone knew I was on a trip, so I wasn't answering messages and doing all those things like I do now. But I was able to continue on with my business, even though my life was doing something else. My life didn't have to have those set times where I go to work, I do this, now I have to go to work. It just intermingles, but in a really good way. I was on holidays and I still made $500. Okay, so that's important to understand, that if you're at home working from your house and you're raising your own children, or you just want to work at home, or you want to have flexible hours, or you want to travel around the world, well, you get to decide how much time and work you put into this. What is your goal as a coach? Is your goal to make a 6-figure income? Is your goal to hit $1 million? Is your goal to make an extra $100 a month so you can buy a new vehicle? What is it? It's whatever you want it to be. That's what's amazing about it. So for me, when I started, I thought, cover my Shakeology, cover my workouts. This is good. It's not affecting my daily life. It's not affecting having to pay tuition or anything like that. So then it turned into something else. Now I can use this money to pay off my part of the wedding. Now I can use this money to pay for my full honeymoon. Now it's paying for all of my bills and all my tuition for 3 semesters worth. And it's paying for me to go on a cruise. It's paying for me to go to Europe with my mom. It's paying for me to go to Nashville for a week in July. It's paying for our extended mortgage that we took to renovate our house. And it's allowed us to get a mortgage. So when we applied to extend our mortgage, they said, well, Kelsey, you're going into internship. You're quitting your job. You're quitting your full-time job. You have no money. You can't get a mortgage increase. Are you crazy? And then I said, well, wait, I'm a coach too. I make another income. And they looked at it and they said, how much do you want? That you have a steady income on the side that's growing. How much do you want? Before they knew about coaching, the answer was no. So when I look at this, I think, what other opportunities are going to come into my life because I said yes to coaching? What other ways am I going to fulfill and benefit my life because of coaching? Who else's life is going to grow and have more meaning, depth, or opportunities because I'm coaching or they become a coach? And to me, that's amazing. These things would not have happened if I wouldn't have done this. So this is something for me that I'm just so grateful for. And I want to share that opportunity with others. I made a post today about wanting to be a mother one day and the struggle and conflict I have with that. So for me, when I think about coaching and staying home, and the dynamics of that, I have mixed feelings, because when I think about having a child, I think, okay, I'm going to have childcare. I'm going to have all these things I'm going to miss out on because I'm going to have to go back to work. We're going to have to live a year with less income. How are we going to do that? Because we want to build a new house. How are we going to make sure that we can still afford everything during that year? A year is a long time. In a year, I've earned an extra $10,000 doing this. So in a year, what am I going to do if I have a child and then have to go back to work and pay for childcare and miss out on things and worry about all the financial aspects of life? And that weighs heavy on me because it's scary. For those that have kids already, I've had many conversations with people about this and the things that they have to sacrifice, or the things that they have to worry about. And obviously we want children and we love our children, so we do those things. But for me, I wonder, why does it have to be that way? Why do I have to go through my life fearful or worried? I don't want to spend my life that way. We have one life. I want to live it happily and stress-free. So I think, okay, I could just be selfish and I could be afraid to share this information and ask people to be coaches. I could be fearful and afraid to ask people to join my challenge groups. But what if that's something that someone needs? What if someone is struggling financially, or someone is struggling to stay on track with their fitness, and becoming a coach could help them? What if that would have meant that they would be able to get out of debt, raise their own children, quit a job that makes them miserable? What if it means becoming a challenger and finally having the confidence in themselves to not worry about other people looking at them in a bathing suit or wearing shorts? What if that could change someone's life? So yes, is it scary for me to sometimes ask people and post? Yes. But I think of the flip side. If they say no, that's fine. That's their choice. If they say yes, think of how their life could change just because of one question. So we're all here today because of that exact thing. So we're going to get into a little bit more of the question part of this meeting. So I wanted to share some frequently asked questions that I have from people that are looking into coaching or when they're inquiring about what I do. So the first question I always get is, what do you do as a coach? And this is a really good question because every coach you talk to may give you a different answer. And the reason for this is because when you become a coach, you own your own business. You design what it looks like. So have you ever seen me post about being free and designing your life for yourself? That's what I'm talking about. You are your boss. You are the CEO. You ultimately are the leader and get to define what your business looks like and what your life looks like. So what do I do as a coach? Well, I motivate people. I support people. I encourage people. I provide opportunities for people. I share my journey, and I'm always honest about where I'm at. If I'm struggling, if I've missed a workout, if I've gained weight, if I've lost weight, if I've gained muscle, I share it. I share it to be honest and to be able to connect and grow with people, because that's how I'm going to stay accountable, and that's how others are going to stay accountable. So all those things I do through Facebook, Instagram, personal interactions with people when I run into them. I do them in challenge groups on Facebook. I do them through personal messages with people that don't want to be in challenge groups. I do a lot of things to help people feel supported and chase after their goals. Also, as a coach, as I've grown and my year's gone on and my team's growing and I've decided that this is something I want to build and go after to build a business, I've started training coaches. I've started training chats. I've started a YouTube channel. I've started doing a like page to get the information out to more people and to support people and to share my journey. I've done a variety of things to help others be able to have the opportunity to reach after or go after their goals. So as a coach, I post on Facebook. I share my journey. I share quotes that speak to me. I share things that really feel passionate to me. I post in challenge groups and give people the opportunity to be accountable, learn about food, share recipes, all kinds of things that will help them to feel good and be successful. And I'll tell you right now, it's the most fun I've ever had. It is something that I truly can dive into and not feel like this is work. I do training. And now this is something that at first I was a little bit scared about doing. How can an ordinary me that grew up in small town Saskatchewan lead someone into building a successful business? I'm a teacher. How am I going to do that? But the cool thing is I'm so passionate about it that I go above and beyond to learn and to help answer people's questions. And coaches above me help me, and so on. And it's a big network of positive, loving, and supporting people working together so everyone can reach whatever goal that they have within the business, personally, health, fitness, you name it. We're here to support each other. So yes, it's been a scary experience, but I've grown so much from it. My life has become more meaningful. I'm more passionate about everything I do in my life. I now can focus in and I can give Tyson the attention that he needs. I can give work the attention that it needs. I can give school the attention it needs. I can give the students I work with the attention that they need because I feel passionate and confident in my life and where it's at because of how I've grown from the challenges in training and the relationships I've built. So as a coach, I choose what I do. I've learned what I need to do for each level of success and development that I choose to go after. So that's what I do as a coach. Now, this isn't for everyone. This has to be something that you're passionate about and that you truly want for yourself. I have a motto in my group. You walk, I walk. You run, I'll run too. If you sprint, I'm going to be sprinting. You better believe it. I'll be right there beside you. If you want this and you want to reach your goals, I will help you get there because I truly want you to be happy and be successful. So that's what I do as a coach. I'm here to motivate, support, encourage, and be your number one cheerleader. The next question I often get is, how do you get people involved? So how do I get people involved in challenges and as coaches? They kind of go hand in hand for the most part. I share my journey, like I said before. I share it very openly. I invite by posting on Facebook. I reach out personally to people. I build relationships with people. And as I find out what their goals in life are, sometimes fitness and health come up. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they just fitness and joining in a challenge group isn't where they're at in life, and that's okay. I want friends. I want friendships. I want to have a wealth of that in my life, because happy people with friendships and positive things and hobbies have a longer and more healthy life, and that's what I want. And I know you do too. So I start friendships with people. I talk to people personally. I do Facebook posts. I do Instagram posts, all kinds of things to invite people into the opportunity that comes up every single month for a challenge group. So that's what I do for challengers. Coaches, there's a couple things. So if I see someone in a challenge group that takes on a leadership role or is having a ton of success or loving the Shakeology, I make sure that they know that I appreciate the work that they're putting in. I recognize their passion for it and the happiness it's bringing to their life, and I provide them with the opportunity to join if they would like. I provide people that love the shakes, if they would like a discount, to join as a discount coach. There's all kinds of coaches. If you're someone that loves a product and you're not really interested right now in building a business or running your own challenge group, that's okay. You can join as a discount coach just to get 25% off all your stuff. You just have to buy Shakeology every month, and then you get to have a discount. And there's other ways and other things you can buy too to stay a discount coach as well. And that's something you and I could talk about personally. But it's an awesome opportunity for you to have 25% off the stuff that you already want and already are going to buy. And then if you love it and you're sharing it and you have other people that want to do it with you, you can sell them the stuff and start to build an income. If you fall in love with it, or right off the bat, you know you want to go after a business, I can help you grow a business. You can define what you want this to look, from discount to a 6-figure income, whatever you want it to be. It's in your hands. In some cases, I do have coaches that join without being in a challenge group before, but that's because they are interested in a healthy lifestyle. They recognize, like I did, that I need to be a coach to stay accountable, and they join right off the bat. And that's good too. That's what I did. Look at, I'm here over a year later, and I'm loving it. So any kind of coach is welcome. Anybody on my team is welcome, because we all want to just work together. The more, the merrier. So that's how I invite people to be a part of it. And I get much more into this in training, and we talk about it personally, and I help you out with all that stuff. So that's how I do that. How do I earn money? So there's a couple things. I'm going to stay kind of with the basics. So first of all, you earn 25% commission off of anything you sell. It's all done online, so you're not having to deal with credit cards or anything yourself, or with shipping of anything. It's all done online. Companies ships it to the people that order. Also, as you start to build a team, you start getting team cycle bonuses, you start to get quarterly bonuses, you can get extra money for being successful certain months. There's all these opportunities to grow an income in a business. So that depends on if you're going to be a business builder and you're going to tunnel vision in and go after your goals, or if you're going to stay discount. Your income will vary depending on the work you put in, if you're walking, running, or sprinting after your goals. How much work is it? That is a very common question. It depends on what your goal is. So if your goal is to be a discount coach, heck, it's zero work. You're not selling to anyone. You're not running a challenge group. You're not building a business. You're just reaping the benefits of the discount. Zero work. If you're wanting to be just learn the business and to sell some challenge packs, you're going to make some posts. You're probably going to work an hour to 2 hours a day, sometimes all at once and sometimes throughout the day, depending on how you decide to run your business. If you're a business builder, you're for sure putting 2 hours in a day. Okay, there's some weeks I put about 2 hours a day. Some weeks I'm putting 4 or 5. It depends if I'm building new challenges, if I'm building new posts for training, if I'm working on new documents to share with my coaches. all those things. It depends. It depends on how busy I am that month with people wanting to sign up and how many conversations we're having, and if there's a new challenge pack coming out, there's way more questions. So it depends. But I've never ever worked more than 4 hours a day while working or going to school. There's some days on weekends where I'm wanting to watch training videos and stuff, and I'm personally choosing to do that, and I probably work a full 8-hour day. That's my choice. That's me learning. That's something I'm putting time in to invest into myself, to then invest into others. That's a choice because I want to be a leader. I want to learn, and I want to grow, and I want to grow a business. Okay, so I kind of talked about how much work is it and time does it take. How do you become a coach? So if you at this point are thinking, this is going to fit into my life. This is something I want. I want the extra $100 a month. I want an extra $2,000 a month. I want an extra $50,000 a month. I want to go after being a business builder. I want a discount. Then the next stage is sign up. It's time to sign up. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. It's time to do it now. So if you're wanting to become a coach, then you need to reach out to your coach that you're already working with. Or if you don't have a coach yet, you need to either reach out to me or someone else that you know that is a coach and you want to be on their team. Okay? Picking your coach is important. You want your coach to be the person that you believe will lead and help you to be successful. You want to join the team that will help you to reach your goals. You want them to be your number one cheerleaders. So you want to make sure that you're picking someone that you can relate to, someone that is leading by example, and someone that you truly, truly are inspired by. All right, so that's important. Message them. They'll give you a link and you will end up going through a sign-up process. You will either be able to sign up with a coach starter kit for roughly $40, or you can buy a challenge pack and have the coaching fee waived at the beginning, the sign-up fee. And then to stay an active coach, you need to typically you buy Shakeology every month plus a $15 fee, but remember you get the 25% discount. So with your Shakeology and your coaching fee of $15, it is still roughly $20 less than you would buy Shakeology on your own or on its own if you were just a customer. If you can't drink Shakeology or you don't like it for some reason, don't know why you wouldn't love it. I love it. I could drink like 8 of them a day. Then there is other options and you can talk to your coach about that or talk to me after this and we can figure out what would be best for you. So becoming a coach is super simple. It literally takes minutes. And then after that, you get to join into coaching groups. So if you're in my group, you join my coaching group and you would join the next training session, which is on May 25th. And we have them every month. We walk you through the basics in 2 weeks. And then if you have a grasp of that and you're ready to start learning about business building, if that's what your goal is, then you're going to go into a week of Push for Emerald and we'll help you have the knowledge to push for that goal. We do training all the time. We have team calls weekly. We have monthly calls. We have all these training and growth opportunities and we work together. So becoming a coach is like joining a family, is joining a family that I have created for myself and you would create for yourself. And I've never felt more supported and loved in my life than I do now. Meeting these women, seeing them grow into these different, beautiful people that they thought they could never be has been amazing. It's been amazing to be on that journey with them. And I would love so much to be in that journey with you because every person that comes onto the team and grows happiness and sense of self and self-image. It helps everyone else grow as well. And it's amazing to see that. It's amazing to see so many positive people working together. So those are the main questions that I typically will get when it comes to coaching. I would love to hear more questions and talk to you. If you're wanting to join as a coach, I definitely encourage you to, or if you're just considering it still, there's never any pressure. You can ask lots of questions and then decide it's not your time right now, or decide in a year that it is your time, or whatever it might be. But do yourself a favor and ask all the questions because this is something that truly could change your life. This is an opportunity that you want to explore every aspect of it before you say no. And I say that in the most honest and truthful way I possibly can, because I didn't ask lots of questions and I jumped into it without realizing just how amazing it was. And I'm very glad that I made that choice, because because I didn't ask all those questions, and if I would have said no, my life would be drastically different right now, and not necessarily in a good way. So I encourage you to ask as many questions as possible, and know that it's never something that we're going to force you into. If you say that you're not interested, you're not interested. Maybe in a year you will be, maybe never. That's okay. I'd rather have that conversation than not. And I love talking about it, and I love answering all the questions that come up. So I hope to hear from you, and I can't wait to talk to all of you. Bye.